Good afternoon, Scots Nation and fans of USA South Athletic Conference basketball. Welcome to today's live video broadcast of the Lions of Piedmont College from Demorest, Georgia, and today's host, the number 10 ranked Fighting Scots from Maryville College. I'm Heath Dunkel, and we are excited to be bringing you Maryville College basketball on the Scots Broadcasting Network. Per USA South and local COVID guidelines, fans are not permitted within the Cooper Athletic Center or Boydson Bear Gymnasium for today's event. We hope you understand and enjoy today's broadcast. Today's broadcast is sponsored by Blunt Partnership. Blunt Partnership is the eyes, ears, and voice of the local business community. The partnership works closely with the cities of Alcoa, Maryville, Townsend, Rockford, Louisville, and Friendsville. A big matchup today, as Maryville is 10-0 on the season and 10-0 in USA South action, while Piedmont comes into today's challenge with a 12-3 mark, including a 10-0 record in league play as well. The Scots are 12-9 against Piedmont since the 2011-2012 season, and Maryville College is 3-7 against the Lions over their last 10 matchups, but hold an 11-7 record within regular season league matchups. It's going to be a big-time game today, and look for some big-time performers. As for Maryville, Claire Varney, the 5'8 senior guard, leads all scorers with 14 points a game, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals, followed by sophomore guard Courtney Carruthers with 13 points a game, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. For Piedmont, look out for sophomore forward standing at 5'10", Nakia Washington, averaging 17 points a game and 6 rebounds, along with 3 steals, and also Livia Skinner, the 5'8 junior guard, averaging 15 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. A great battle sure to come in just a few minutes, and when we get things going, we'll have the national anthem, the starting lineups read by Greg Judkins on the PA announce, and then we will get things going here at Maryville College. You're listening to the Scots Broadcasting Network, and we'll be back in just a moment. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Scott's Broadcasting Network. I'm Heath Dunkel, and we are getting ready to kick things off here at Maryville College, Boynton H. Baird Gymnasium, and Randy Lambert Court, as the Maryville College Scots host the Lions of Piedmont College, and getting ready to tip things off in what will be a great battle between two teams that are both undefeated in the USA South and battling it out for the top seed in the Western Division. Getting ready for tip-off, you've got Kelly Wandell of Maryville College against Nakiah Washington of Piedmont, and Piedmont wins the tip. So they'll start off with the basketball and losing it quickly as Maryville recovers, and here comes the Scots on the fast break. Seals gets it ahead to Eckenrod. Eckenrod moves it over to Varney. Varney to Hicks. Hicks, jumper, good! Oh, off the side, it looked like it was good. For a second there, no good, 0-0. Lions back with the basketball. These Lions are a very talented basketball team, 12-3 for the season, 10-0 in conference, averaging 81 points a game, only allowing 57. Another turnover early on for the Lions, and Maryville with the basketball again. 0-0, 9:20 left to go here in the first quarter. And they will inbound it. Full court press right now put on by the Lions. And that time they knock it out of bounds. Maryville to inbound again. Set the pick up, and then they'll get it to Seals. Seals back to Hicks. They'll get it to Hannah Seals to Varney, and they'll cross half court just in time, and Varney will swing it over to Eckenrod. Eckenrod cross court to Claire. Claire inside to Wandell. Wandell backs on the defender, kicks it out. Eckenrod drives, gives it to Shelby Hicks. Hicks will drive, handoff, jumper. This time, good. Nice shot that time by the senior Kelly Wandell. Kelly Wandell having a very good season, averaging 9 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Three-pointer up, and no good. Rebounded by Washington. Washington tries to dish it inside to number 15, Livia Skinner, the junior guard from Rome, Georgia. And it'll be tipped out of bounds by Maryville, so the Lions will maintain possession. Inbounding under the basket, number 3, Lou Woolfolk, a freshman guard from Gray, Georgia for the Lions, and she'll get it into Washington at the top of the key. Almost losing the handle again. Woolfolk drives. He's going to have to get rid of it. Shot clock winding down. Someone's going to have to throw something up, and they do right there as a pump fake and a nice drive, just not able to connect that time, was number 21, Hope Franklin. So Maryville will push it ahead. Ball in the hands of Hannah Seals now on the right side of the wing. We got freshman on freshman in regards to point guards today, and this time Varney tries to get it inside to Wandell, and stolen. Maryville almost steals it back right there. But they'll hand it to Washington. Washington, pump fake, shot, in and out. Wandell with the rebound. So it's still 2-0, 7:43 left to go here in the first quarter. A tough roll that time, as it looks like Varney was hoping for a foul call. Instead, they're going to say ball out of bounds. Basketball goes to the Lions. Skinner has it up top. They move the basketball around now. They'll get it back to Skinner down low. A good job. Just kind of snuck in behind the defense that time. Good pass by Washington. And Skinner with the Lions' first points of the day. Good job by Wandell. Eckenrod. She'll get it out to Varney. Now over to Hicks. Coach Trevelyan calling out the play. It's going to be tough defense all day. Full court press being put on by the Lions. Maryville's going to have to be really careful with the ball. Wandell drives inside. Kicks it out to Hicks. Jump shot. No good. But Hicks is right there to get her own rebound. In and out. And a turnover. It'll be Lions basketball as Washington inbounds it to number 0, Lakin Stiles. Stiles, a freshman guard from Tiger, Georgia. And they'll move the basketball around. They'll get it up top. Now back over to Stiles. Side to Skinner, now to Washington. Washington right back out. We've got a double dribble, and Maryville gets the ball again. In the ball game for Maryville, number 2, Courtney Carruthers, the sophomore guard, having a very good season so far, averaging 13 points a game, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Seals will drive, hand off to Carruthers. Carruthers now, one-on-one. She'll take it, she'll drive. Tries to dish it around the defender to Wandell as the help defense came over, but a good job with active hands by Hope Franklin knocking that ball out of bounds. So now Hannah Seals will inbound it under the basket. And they're going to reset the shot clock. Looks like they're going to say there should be only 12 seconds on the shot clock. Seals gets it in, but a great job by Washington intercepting that and tipping it to the Lions. Surprising that wasn't a kickball. Maryville got away with that one, but here comes Washington with the drive. Loses the handle. They'll get it ahead to Carruthers. Carruthers gets the basketball, gains control, and makes the layup. Maryville back in the lead, 4-2, 5:54 remaining in the first quarter. Cantrell, she'll get it over to Stiles, but overthrows her. Ball goes out of bounds. Maryville back with the basketball, and we've got a few more substitutions for Maryville coming in now. Number 24, Meredith Ward, the freshman forward, and also coming in as well, number 12, Holland Geralds, the senior center. Piedmont had a substitution of their own a moment ago as well. That's number 25, Lauren Swanson, the freshman forward from Gainesville, Georgia. Carruthers will get the inbound, and she's just shaking and baking around these defenders. Nicely done by the sophomore guard. She'll kick it over to Seals now on the right side of the wing. And Gerald's trying to get an inside post presence. Eckenrod has the ball up top. They'll get it into Ward. Ward drives. Ward tries to turn and kick it to Gerald's, but right there waiting for it was Hope Franklin, and Lions back with the basketball. Skinner has it up top. Good defense by Seals. Skinner's going to look to drive, then pass it. She does. She gets it away. They'll move it around. Now Skinner with the ball. And another overthrow, and somehow the Lions are able to save it. Shot clock winding down. Skinner's going to have to drive and throw something up. And as she tries to dish it inside to Swanson, it goes off of the feet of Maryville, so it will stay with Piedmont. However, 2 seconds on the shot clock. They're going to have to put something up quick. They did not get that off in time. Maryville basketball, shot clock violation. They'll get it into Seals. Seals back to Ward. Ward to Carruthers. Carruthers crosses half court. Carruthers stops, dishes to Seals. Seals pump fake. She'll bring it back up top. Coach Trevelyan calling things out for his offense. Now Carruthers with the ball. Step back, jumper. And no good. Rebounded by Franklin. She'll get it to Kara Crump. Crump has it. Over to Swanson. Swanson, pump fake, drive. Nice job inside driving in and connecting. Tie ball game knotted up at 4 with 4:05 remaining in the first quarter. Seals picked up her dribble. She's going to have to get rid of it. She does. She gives it to Carruthers. And good defense by number 12, Kara Crump, all over her. She'll get it to Gerald's. Gerald's up with it and good. Nicely done. Help defense came over, left Gerald's wide open. A good bounce pass and then layup for Maryville. 6-4. Franklin with the ball. She'll get it over to Crump. Now up top to Skinner. Over to Stiles. Crump now taking a 3. In and out, rebounded by Seals. Really tight defense. Again, freshman on freshman right there. They'll get it over to Carruthers. Carruthers front fake. Carruthers drive. Jumper. Good. Nice shooting for the Scots. It's 8-4. Good defense. Double team there. Going to have to make Skinner get rid of it. They will. They'll get it over to Stiles now on the left side of the wing. Stiles to Crump. Back to Stiles. Stiles for three. Good. Inbound to Seals. Seals hands it right back to Carruthers. Carruthers a really good ball handler. So even when they try to attempt that double team, she's really done well at splitting it so far in this ball game. And that time when she goes to split it, they reach in and they'll get called for a foul. Looks like Washington back in for Piedmont. Also coming into the ball game, number 23, Michaela Shemansky in the game, a sophomore forward at 5'10" from Sewanee, Georgia. Claire Varney back for the Scots. Shelby Hicks as well, and Wandell. Over to Carruthers. Carruthers for three. Count it. Stolen by Varney. Varney tries to get it ahead, and good hands that time for Piedmont by Skinner as she's able to tip it and prevent the fast break opportunity. The ball will go out of bounds. Maryville will maintain possession, and inbounding will be Shelby Hicks as Holland Geralds makes her way to the sideline, and coming in for her, number 23, Audrey Sanders, the freshman forward from Franklin, Tennessee. Sanders, she's had a couple good games this year where she's come in and played a few good quality minutes for Coach Trevelyan and the Scots. And one thing you need to know about her is when she gets hot from behind the three-point line, look out because she can drain it. As Hicks right there joins the three-point party and connects. And Maryville extending their lead. They're up 14-7 with 1:35 remaining in the first quarter. They'll get it over to Swanson. Swanson guarded by Sanders. Swanson goes to get rid of it. Active hands, and they're going to battle for the basketball. Washington is able to recover. She kicks it in the corner to Crump. Now up top to Stiles and overthrows her. That's going to be a backcourt violation. Hicks to inbound. She'll get it into Varney. Now over to Carruthers, over to Sanders. Sanders inside to Wandell. Good defense, almost stolen that time as Wandell drives. Wandell goes up with it, and she's going to draw the foul.
The foul is on Piedmont number 23, Michaela Shemansky, her first team second.
Connects on the first free throw. Connects on the second as well. So 2 for 2 at the line that time for Wandell. And a fun stat for you Maryville College fans, Kelly Wandell is in the top 50 best free throw percentage shooters in NCAA Division III this season. As Nikia Washington, the leading scorer for Piedmont this season, connects right there for 2 points, is now 16-9. Carruthers drive, step back, jumper. And she's going to be fouled on the drive. That foul will be on number 23, Michaela Shemansky.
The foul is on Piedmont number 23, Michaela Shemansky, her second, 3 on the team.
That'll be her second foul, third foul on the team. They'll get it into Hicks. Hicks for three. No good, and rebounded by Washington. She goes up with the shot, and Varney trying to draw the charge. They're going to say instead it was a block.
The foul is on Maryville number 13, Claire Varney, her first, team first.
And that is going to send Washington to the line. First free throw up and good. Misses the second, rebounded by Wandell. And here comes Courtney Carruthers with the ball. 16-10, Maryville leads. 23 seconds to go here in the first quarter. She'll hand it off to Varney. Varney into Hicks with a nice drive. Hicks kicks it back out to Carruthers, and Washington right there to tip it away. So Hicks to inbound. 15 seconds on the clock, 11 on the shot clock. Varney with the ball. Hand off to Carruthers. Now Piedmont with the last chance opportunity. And Washington connects. Hicks hurries the inbound, and Varney's going to have to throw it up. She'll do so, but after the clock expired, and that will do it for your first quarter. Your score after one, Maryville 16, Piedmont 12. You're listening to the Scots Broadcasting Network. We'll be back in just a moment. Second quarter now underway, and Maryville will begin with the basketball. Elsa Eckenrod, who will have it on the right side of the wing. Looks like a turnover, and that's going to give Piedmont the ball now. Stiles has it up top. She'll give it over to Cantrell. Cantrell now to Washington. Outside to Stiles. Back up top to Skinner, and they'll move it around. Now to Cantrell. Now over to Franklin. Continuing to swing it around. Good 2-3 defense by Maryville, making things difficult on Piedmont. Franklin comes away with the rebound. She'll kick it outside, and Stiles will shoot a three ball. No good. Last touched by Piedmont, and Maryville now with the basketball. They'll get it to Sills, who crosses half court. She'll pass it to Varney. Varney will try to swing it over to Eckenrod in the corner, and knocked out of bounds by Hope Franklin. Seals will get the inbound to Varney. Now over to Seals. Handoff. Varney will shoot it. No good. Rebounded by Franklin. Piedmont trying to push things ahead, and they will throw the ball out of bounds, so Maryville right back with it. We've got a substitution into the game, as Varney will come out, Carruthers will come in, and Wandell will replace Meredith Ward. Seals with the ball. Here comes the double team, and Washington is able to get the steal. And great defense that time by Courtney Carruthers, as it looked like Cantrell was going to have a layup. Carruthers comes around the corner, slaps the ball away. It almost looked like it went off the knee of Cantrell last, but they're going to say it was off of Maryville, so Piedmont now to inbound under the basket. Stiles gets it in. She'll get it to Washington up top. Now to Skinner. Good defense. Skinner's going to have to get rid of it. Stolen. And as Carruthers comes away with it, Coach Trevelyan calls a timeout before they're able to get their hands on it and try to draw a jump ball. So a timeout on the court. Speaking of Coach Trevelyan, a very talented coach who's done a lot for this program. In his 11th season, 223 wins to only 69 losses, 113 wins in the conference to only 21. Very impressive career so far. And a great coach on the other side as well, Jamie Purdy of Piedmont. Coach Purdy, 291 wins to 133 losses. Not only is she the head basketball coach at Piedmont, but also the assistant athletic director and a senior woman ambassador. She is currently in one of the top 50 winningest active coaches by percentage at the Division III level. And she's also a graduate of Piedmont College, as she was a 4-year letter winner in basketball, 2-year letter winner in softball, including winning a Georgia Athletic Conference championship. And she was inducted into the Piedmont Athletic Hall of Fame in 2000. Eckenrod will take a three for Maryville. And good! 19-12. Maryville leads. 8 minutes to go here in the second quarter. And that was a big-time shot by Eckenrod. Good shot that time in the paint by Hope Franklin. No inbound, it to Carruthers. Now Shelby Hicks with the ball. She'll give it right back to Carruthers, who crosses half court, and Carruthers will drive all the way, and she'll go up, and she's fouled. Good vision that time by the sophomore guard, who saw an opening in the lane, and she took advantage of it that time. Didn't connect, but was able to draw the foul, and now 2 free throws. First free throw up and good. Second free throw good as well. That's what you expect from the second best free throw percentage shooter in the conference, as Carruthers for the season, 85.7 free throw percentage, is second best in the USA South. Speaking of free throw percentage, not only has Carruthers had a really good year, but you've got 3 players on the Maryville College side of things that are in the top 5 in the conference. You've got Carruthers at number 2, you've got Kelly Wandell at 4, and you've also got Jordan Hefner at number 3. They'll get it inside to Hope Franklin. Franklin will try to spin around Wandell and go up with it. No good. And rebounded by Carruthers. Carruthers trying to push tempo. She'll go around. She'll go up. Shot no good, but rebounded by Wandell. And Wandell will go up with it. Unable to connect, but that ball was tipped last by Piedmont out of bounds. Maryville will maintain possession. Got 20 seconds on the shot clock. And Hannah Seals under the basket to throw it in. She'll hand it off to Wandell. And they are going to call a jump ball that time, as Franklin able to get a piece of it. And that'll give Piedmont the basketball. 6:46 remains here in the second quarter. 21-14, Maryville up by 7. They'll get it inside to Franklin. Franklin blocked by Wandell. Eckenrod will come to the sidelines to take a breather, and coming back in is Claire Varney. Here comes Hannah Seals. She'll get it over to Carruthers. Back to Seals, over to Varney. Now to Wandell. Wandell will drive, go up and foul. Now is going to send Wandell to the line to shoot 2. First free throw, no good. Connects on the second one. She is 3 of 4 from the line today. Staggering defense, and they intercept it, and they'll hand it off to Wandell. Wandell back to Seals. Washington right there waiting for Hannah Seals, and Seals is able to get past her. She'll drive and kick. Carruthers now in the corner. She'll bring it back up top. Guarded by Wolfholt. She'll go right around her, throw it up. Was hoping for a foul there, nothing called, and Wolfholt comes away with it. She's looking to push. She'll kick it out to Washington. Washington will take a three. No good. Rebounded by Wandell. Wandell hands it to Varney. Now over to Seals. Seals to Wandell. Wandell, jumper. No good. Rebounded by Wandell. She'll drive. Kick. Three ball. Carruthers. No good. Rebounded this time by Hope Franklin. That time a reach in by Carruthers, and that will be a foul. Substitutions coming in. As Seals and Geralds will go to the bench, and Hicks and Eckenrod will come in. Finds Stiles. Stiles jumper. No good. Rebounded by Wandell. Wandell loses it. Wolfolk drives. Good pass. This goes right around Wandell and finds an open Carla Cantrell, the senior guard from Ellijay, Georgia, who makes the basket. Eckenrod around Stiles. She'll give it to Wandell, and Wandell will go up. And they're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Maryville, so they'll stay with it. And the Scots to inbound as Varney under the basket. They're going to call a foul under the basket against Kelly Wandell. And she'll come out and Geralds will come in. Stiles has it for Piedmont. She'll give it over to Cantrell. Good defense. Now they'll get it inside to Washington. And a walk by Washington will give Maryville back to basketball. And a substitution coming in as number 23, Michaela Szymanski, comes in for Piedmont. Again, that stifling full court press making things difficult for Maryville. But they're so far have done a decent job of breaking it as Carruthers that time splits the double. She'll give it over to Varney. Varney for three. Basket good, and the foul. Fouled that time by Nakia Washington. And Varney to the line. See if she can finish off a 4-point play on this side. Nice job, connects. So 4-point play on that possession for Maryville, and that was big. It's now 25-16 with 4:06. 26-16 with 4:06 remaining in the second period. 10-point lead for the Scots. Gonna have to continue to play tough defense, and they're doing a great job of it right there. Stiles has it. She'll kick it over to Wolfolk. Wolfolk look to drive, and right there waiting for her is Maryville. They'll kick it over to Cantrell. Shot clock winding down. Stiles has it. 5 on the shot clock. Wolfolk throws up a three. Good. Nice basket. Hicks to inbounds, and she will. She'll get it into Varney. think Varney felt a little bit more smothered than she was and tried to throw it back to Hicks and overthrew her out of bounds. Had an opening there to split the defenders. So it'll give Piedmont back to basketball. And we've also got a substitution here on the court as Carruthers will go out for a moment and Seals will come in. Wandell back in the game. As Holland Geralds will take a breather. Cantrell has the ball. She'll give it over to Stiles. Now to Szymanski. Szymanski looks to get it inside, and waiting for the basketball is Claire Varney. Varney's missed a few games this season with an injury. Otherwise, I think you would have probably seen her leading the USA South or being at least in the top 5 when it comes to steals. She had an incredible season last year when it came to that, and she's done pretty well also this year when she has played. Good defense by Shelby Hicks as Cantrell goes to the basket, loses it as Hicks was waiting on her, but it was touched last by Maryville, and Piedmont will inbound. But that's 2 fast break opportunities today for Piedmont that looked like they were going to be easy layups. And this Maryville defense hustled back to break it up. Really like what you're seeing from Maryville today. From everyone who's gotten on the court, every single person has given it 110%. Really like the post play, not only from Kelly Wandell, but Holland Geralds has turned her game up today too. She's been extremely impressive. Wandell not having as much luck as normal at the line today as she misses right there, but she's got another opportunity. We'll see if she can connect right here. She does. 27-19. Not only did Maryville get 2 shots there, but they'll also get the basketball. Coach Purdy not happy with the calls. She's over there talking to the referee, and it's been an intense battle between these 2 teams so far today, and we expect nothing less for 2 undefeated teams in the conference. Wandell hands it off to Carruthers, and Carruthers goes up. No good. Rebounded by Szymanski. She'll get it to Cantrell, and Lions pushing tempo. Cantrell will drive. She'll lose it, but it'll go off Hicks last, and Piedmont inbound. Cantrell had the speed that time to get right around and go for that layup. Just a little too fast with it, and she lost the handle, but luckily for her, it went off Hicks last. So now Woolfolk underneath the basket to inbound. She'll get it in to Skinner. Over to Stiles. Stiles around to pick, dishes it out to Woolfolk. Woolfolk guarded by Carruthers. Step back, jumper, good. 27-21. Hannah Seals to inbound. And stolen. Good steal by Swanson. And now Woolfolk with the ball, and she'll do another jumper. This time no good, and rebounded by Wandell. And Wandell's fouled. And that foul will be on Lou Woolfolk. And Meredith Ward will come over to the sideline for Maryville. And Courtney Carruthers loses the basketball. Piedmont right back with it. Good defense, and thought they got the tip, but instead they fouled Woolfolk. And Wandell with it picking up another foul. She's going to have to go to the sidelines for the rest of this quarter. And Holland Gerald's back in. He'll get it inside to Franklin, and right there waiting on her is Holland Geralds, but they're going to call a foul on Geralds. So Geralds is going to come out, and Meredith Ward will now come in. First free throw up and no good. A minute 40 left to go in the second quarter. 27-21, Maryville leads, and Franklin at the line to shoot her second free throw. Second free throw up, and this time it is good, and Hicks inbound. She'll get it into Carruthers quickly. Sloppy passing that time, and the Lions right back with it. And stolen. Here comes Claire Varney. Varney on the fast break. She's got one player to beat. She throws it up, and no good. But Courtney Carruthers thrown to the ground that time by number 15, Livia Skinner. Also got an injury on the side of the court as it looks like a referee is down as well. Not sure if he slipped. Looks like he fell running down the court, so they're checking on him right now. Hopefully he's okay. We're going to take a break with everyone else. A minute 21 remains in the second quarter. Maryville 27, Piedmont 22. We'll be right back. Welcome back. A minute 21 remaining here in the second quarter. 27-22. Scott's lead, and Courtney Carruthers at the line shooting two. Connects right there on the first. Moment ago, injury to one of the referees in the ball game, and they were able to get him up and help escort him out of the gymnasium, and hopefully he's going to be okay. He was conscious, and so we certainly are happy to see that, and our thoughts and prayers with him as they'll continue to check on him the rest of this evening. So we'll run with two, and we'll continue on 29-22. A minute 3 remaining here in the second quarter, and Piedmont with the basketball. Good defense by Varney right there as Swanson trying to swing it around to Stiles, and Varney with the quick hands knocks it out of bounds. 7 seconds in the shot clock, and they'll get it into Wolfhall, guarded by Carruthers, and she's a good shooter. They're going to have to look out for that as she goes up with a three. No good. Rebounded that time by Olivia Skinner, and Varney gets her hands in there and causes the jump ball. Possession arrow will remain with the Lions, and Wolfhall will inbound. Good defense, and they'll finally get it in to Swanson, and Swanson will kick it over to Wolfhall. Inside to Franklin, guarded by Wolf. Franklin backing her down, and Franklin will miss. Rebounded by Meredith Ward, and Ward gets it ahead to Eckenrod. Eckenrod cross court to Varney. Varney over to Hicks. Hicks for three. No good. And rebounded by Franklin. She'll give it to Wolfhall. Over to Stiles, now over to Cantrell. Skinner. Skinner has it. Skinner, jumper, no good. Swanson with a good effort, and Franklin with the rebound. Franklin will go up and fouled.
The foul is on Maryville, number 24, Meredith Ward, her first.
First free throw up and good. Second free throw, no good, and rebounded by Ward. Ward gets it to Carruthers. Carruthers pushes tempo. Throws up the shot. And before she threw up the shot, Carruthers walked, and it'll now be Piedmont ball. One last opportunity for some more points here for Piedmont, down 6 with 3.7 seconds left on the clock in the second quarter. They'll hurry and get it into Stiles. Stiles gets it over, three ball up, and good by number 14, Colby Reed. And at the end of the second quarter, a little bit tighter of a ball game. At one point, the Scots were up 10. They're now only up 3. Your score after two, Maryville 29, Piedmont 26. You're listening to the Scots Broadcasting Network. And we'll be back to bring you the second half of action in about 15 minutes. Back to it as the last 2 quarters of action here on Randy Lambert Court, and the Maryville College Scots up 3 in a tough battle between them and Piedmont, and looking to go up more as Claire Varney there with the basket and the foul. Free throw up and good for Varney. Impressive first half between these 2 teams. Maryville shooting 38% from the field, 33% from the three-point line, 50% from the free throw line. For Piedmont, 36% from the field, 44% from behind the arc, and 81% from the free throw line. Another turnover for the Lions, and it looks a lot like the first quarter, as a few turnovers early cost the Lions, and they battled their way back in it. As Shelby Hicks with the jumper, up, no good. And a quick foul. Tip it, but didn't see a lot of body there. But that early foul is going to cost Maryville and bring her out of the game, which will help Piedmont, as Hope Franklin has had a lot of success in the post. They're going to have to really keep an eye on her in the second half. Cantrell with the ball, tries to drive around and pass it, bounces it off the knee of Nakia Washington. And a foul down low as Eckenrod came away with it and Franklin reached in. No, actually called that foul on Maryville. Thought that was going to be on Piedmont. But a missed opportunity for Piedmont on the shot, and here comes the Scots as Carruthers throws up a jumper and good. Nice little floater there. Carruthers driving straight to the basket. And coming right back is Piedmont double team. They'll have to get rid of it. They give it to Woolfolk. Woolfolk up top. Wide open, Washington down low, and Gerald's with the foul. That was excellent vision with the no-look pass by Woolfolk. And Washington now will go to the line to send Gerald's out, and they will bring in Meredith Ward.
Foul is on number 12, Colin Gerald, her second, team second.
They'll get it into Hannah Seals. Seals with the double, and she'll turn to give it up. Hope Franklin right there. A good job coming away with the steal, but as she goes to throw it, Eckenrod knocks it out of bounds. And here comes Piedmont. Woolfolk has it, guarded by Hannah Seals. She'll turn, give it up top. Swing it over to Skinner. Now back up to Woolfolk. Woolfolk pump. She'll drive. Go to kick to Washington. Washington looking to break defense, and good job right there. Maryville forcing it out of her hands. They'll now give it to Franklin. Franklin's going to have to get rid of it. Shot clock winding down. Three-pointer up. No good. Rebounded by Seals. And a foul by Seals that time on the drive will send number 15, Livia Skinner, the junior guard from Rome, Georgia, to the line. And this is where that full court press defense makes things difficult. As when you see that press, you start to force things and try to get rid of the ball quickly. And hiding, waiting to come away with a steal are those other defenders, and they get to come away with it right there. Meredith Ward, who got the rebound that time, tries to take off, and she's fouled. So now Maryville to inbound. Shelby Hicks will. And they'll bring Claire Varney back in for the Scots as they'll get it into Seals. Seals is going to have to get rid of it. She gives to Hicks. Hicks over to Carruthers. And Carruthers almost stolen, but she's able to get it back, and she'll push it over to Varney. Varney to Ward. Ward up, basket, no good. And rebounded by Piedmont. Down low, wide open Franklin, and Franklin with the basket. Gonna have to keep an eye on her. She has been difficult to stop all ball game. She's had a really good game. As Shelby Hicks now with the ball, and here comes that press again. Hicks is trapped. She's gonna have to get rid of it. She'll give it over to Carruthers, and the defense waiting on her. She'll give it ahead to Varney. Varney back to Carruthers, and they'll slow things down as Coach Trevelyan calls the play out. He'll get it over to Seals. Seals on the right side of the key will bring it back up top. Shot clock winding down. She'll hand it off to Hicks. Hicks will drive. That's off the foot of the defender, but no call, and here comes Piedmont. Piedmont storming back again. They're down 3, and they'll get it inside to Franklin. Franklin with the basket and the foul. Ward and Hicks will come to the bench. Eckenrod and Gerald's in. Franklin makes the basket, and we've got a tie ball game. 34 all, 6:38 remaining here in the third. And Maryville's going to have to figure things out in regards to breaking this press. Seals has it. She'll move it to Eckenrod. Hand off to Varney. Varney to Seals. Seals brings it back up top. She'll hand it off to Eckenrod. Now to Varney. Varney pump fake. Varney drives. No good on the shot, and here comes Piedmont. Woolfolk with the ball. He'll give it over to Reed. Reed now back up top to Skinner. Skinner to Woolfolk, guarded by Varney. Got a jump ball. Possession arrow will go to the Scots. And Woolfolk will go to the sidelines. And number 0, Lakin Stiles, back in the game for the Lions. Eckenrod to inbound. Get it into Carruthers. Carruthers double team. She breaks one. She'll break another, and she'll get it over to Seals. Seals back to Carruthers. Now over to Eckenrod on the right side of the key. Now to Gerald's. Gerald's inside to Varney. Varney back to Gerald's. Gerald's now tries to give it over to Eckenrod, and a steal. Here comes Piedmont. Up, basket good, and the Lions have taken the lead. Timeout on the court, as Coach Trevelyan has not been happy with what he's seen over the last few minutes, as Piedmont has climbed their way back into this thing again, and now they've taken the lead up 2 with 5:16 left to go in the third quarter. They'll take a timeout. We will too. You're listening to the Scots Broadcasting Network. Maryville with the ball, and they get it across half court. Seals will give it over to Varney. Varney, and now to Carruthers. And there's going to be a foul. So now Maryville to inbounds, and they'll get it into Seals, as Seals will now cross the logo at midcourt. 4:52 remains in the third quarter. Maryville down 36-34. They'll get it inside to Gerald's. Gerald's over to Eckenrod. Eckenrod will drive. Eckenrod up with it. Basket good. Tie ball game. Defense is going to have to turn up here if you're Maryville. The basketball. She'll swing it over and get it to Skinner. Skinner across court to Reed. Reed 3-ball. Up. Good. And Reed, whose name hadn't been called until the end of the second quarter, with another big-time three. She made one to end the first half and then makes another one there as they'll get it in, and they get it across court to Varney, and Varney is fouled. Olivia Skinner will come out, and Lou Woolfolk will come back in for the Lions. Couple substitutions for the Scots as well, as now on the court you've got Hicks, Varney, Carruthers, Eckenrod, and Seals. I'll get it over to Eckenrod. Eckenrod with a pick from Hicks. She'll drive. Nice pass to Hicks. Hicks pump fake. Hicks will drive. Go up with it, and no good. Rebounded by Franklin. Swinging it around. Ball in the hands of Stiles. Cross court to Reed. Reed for three. Good. Another timeout on the court, and Reed is another problem for the Scots as she can drill the three, as she's now, that's her third in this ball game today. So 3:47 remains in the third quarter, 42-36. Piedmont leads. We'll be right back. Maryville to inbounds, and they'll get it into Hannah Seals. Seals will get it to Eckenrod. Eckenrod down the court to Shelby Hicks. Hicks, jumper, good. And if you're going to break the press, get it down court to an open person like that, and that'll do it, as a really nice jump shot from Hicks. They'll give it to Stiles now on the left side of the key for Piedmont. Maryville down 4. Reed now with the basketball up top, guarded by Varney. Reed over to Stiles. To Eckenrod. Eckenrod to Seals. Slowing things down now. Coach Trevelyan will call out the play. Seals turns, hands off. Eckenrod with it. Eckenrod will drive. Go up with the shot. And that will be a charge on Eckenrod and give Piedmont back the ball. And another substitution for Piedmont as coming in is the freshman forward Lauren Swanson, as Cantrell will come to the sideline. 4-point game, 2:53 remains here in the third. Still a lot of time left, as we've seen a lot of back and forth between these two teams. Woolfolk has the ball. Reed, three-point specialist, guarded closely by Varney. Varney is all over her. Looks like they've gone more to a man-to-man defense now, going away from the 2-3 zone. Stiles has it, guarded by Seals. She's going to have to get rid of it. She does. She gets to Franklin. Now to Woolfolk. Shot clock winding down. Woolfolk goes up with a shot and good. 6-point game. Carruthers now has the ball for Maryville. Crosses half court, gives it to Eckenrod. Eckenrod back to Carruthers. Hand off to Seals. Seals to Carruthers. Carruthers throws it up. No good. Rebounded by Franklin. Franklin to Woolfolk and pushing tempo. Woolfolk will drive. .15 on the shot clock. Gives it over to Reed. Reed loses the handle, and Woolfolk there to clean it up, though. Now under 10. Reed will drive. Reed throws it up. Good. Eight-point game. Carruthers. Carruthers, Eckenrod. Back to Carruthers. Now over to Eckenrod. Eckenrod to Hicks. Hicks for three. No good. Good battle down low and a jump ball. Possession arrow will go to Piedmont. Couple substitutions now into the game as Kara Crump, Carla Cantrell, and Michaela Shemansky come in for the Lions. Under a minute to play in the third quarter. Piedmont up 8. Cantrell will drive. He'll dish. He'll get it right back to Cantrell now on the right side of the wing. She'll go one-on-one with Vikens down 10. They'll get it to Seals. Seals guarded by Stiles. Step back three. And good. And that was a big-time shot by Hannah Seals to end the third quarter as Maryville now down 7. 1 quarter left to play as these two teams battle it out to see who will remain undefeated in the USA South Conference. We'll be back in just a moment. Nice play down low to Varney, and Varney goes up with it, and she is fouled. And that's going to be a foul on number 15, Livia Skinner. That'll send Varney to the line to shoot 2. Free throw up and good. That'll give Varney 10 points today. Second free throw good as well. Varney now with 11. 5-point ball game. We're in the final quarter of play. Woolfolk goes to drive. Is going to have to kick it out. Good defense. Maryville back. Right now playing man-to-man as they'll give it to Stiles, guarded by Varney. Give it over to Woolfolk, and right there to meet her is Carruthers. Franklin guarded by Wandell, who's back in, and Maryville definitely needs her this last quarter of play. Big-time player and can make things difficult down low as Washington drives around, goes up with the shot, and Washington is fouled by Eckenrod. First free throw up, and no good for Washington. Second free throw up, and good. Another substitution as Washington will go out, and number 25, Lauren Swanson, back into the game. So Maryville now down 6. They'll inbound it, and they'll get it into Seals. Seals is going to have to get rid of it as she loses the handle, and she does. She'll get it to Varney. Varney to Carruthers. Carruthers. Nice little crossover, brings it back, slows things up, looks around and checks her offense. She'll call things out. He'll get it into Wandell. Wandell hands off to Carruthers, and Carruthers is fouled by Hope Franklin. And Seals to inbound. Seals will get it into Wandell. Wandell, hand off to Carruthers. She'll give it over to Varney. Varney inside to Wandell. Wandell hand off. They'll kick it out. Now wide open Sills. 3 ball. No good. Rebounded by Woolfolk of Piedmont. Kick it to Cantrell. Cantrell now to Sumner. Excuse me, Swanson. Swanson to Woolfolk. Franklin trying to get something going inside, and Wandell all over her trying to prevent that from happening. As Stiles now with the ball. Stiles will drive. Stiles will kick to Swanson. Swanson will drive. It looks like a turnover that time by Piedmont. Maryville back with the ball. They'll get it into Carruthers. She'll get it to Hicks. Back to Carruthers. Now to Varney. Varney to Hicks. Hand off to Eckenrod. Eckenrod, jumper. Good. Timeout on the court by Coach Trevelyan. And that's another 2 points needed as Maryville now only down 4. 7:54 remaining to go in this ball game. A lot of time left between these two teams. You're listening to the Scots Broadcasting Network. We'll be right back. Woolfolk gets it inside to Franklin. Franklin guarded by Wandell. Up with it. No good. And they're going to call a foul on Wandell. Wandell will come out and Geralds will come in.
The foul is on Maryville, number 42, Kelly Wandell, her 4th, team second.
First free throw up and good. So we're back to a 6-point game, and Carruthers with the ball and almost stolen. And really good defense that time forces the jump ball and will give Piedmont the basketball. And a walk by Franklin gives Maryville back the ball. They'll get it ahead to Eckenrod. Eckenrod now will get it to Hicks. Here comes that press that has made things tough on the Scots. They'll get it to Eckenrod now. She'll give it to Carruthers. Now over to Eckenrod. She'll give it to Varney up top. Varney, 3 ball. Count it. Scots down 3. Defense is going to have to turn up here if you're Maryville, and you've got to keep the ball away from Hope Franklin. As Woolfolk has it up top, guarded by Varney. Now they'll get it over to Stiles. Cantrell will drive in a wide open Washington as the help defense comes over and leaves Washington wide open. They'll get it in to Carruthers. Carruthers now to Eckenrod. Back to Carruthers. Carruthers will drive. She'll take it coast to coast and go up with the shot. No good. And now Woolfolk will do the same, and then she's going to bring it back out as Hicks waiting on her down low. They'll give it to Franklin. Franklin to Washington, guarded by Eckenrod. Cantrell.
The foul is on Maryville, number 12, Holland Gerald, her fourth, 3 on the team.
Piedmont inbound. They'll get it into Washington. Washington will take Hicks down low, and she'll go up with a jump shot. No good. Rebounded by Varney. And now here comes Seals. Good defense, and Seals is going to have to get it across half court. She finally will, luckily, and gets it to Varney. Varney to Seals. Seals to Eckenrod. Eckenrod back to Seals, and they're going to have to throw it up. And she does, rebounded by Ward. Ward to Varney. Varney for 3. Five-point game, 5:22 remaining in the fourth quarter. They're going to get a double dribble on Cantrell. They had Maryville back with the ball. The Scots are going to have to figure out some things offensively and find a way to score if they want to get back in this game, and they'll get it in to Varney. Varney goes with the pick around Ward. Bounce past the Ward. Ward streaks to the basket. Just not able to get it to fall, unfortunately. And here comes the Lions. And Washington right there to make them pay. And a timeout on the court. So now 4:51 remains in the fourth quarter. 57-50, Lions lead. We'll be right back. Tough battle between these two teams, and 4:51 remaining in it as Piedmont up 7. And here comes Maryville as Varney breaks the press. But losing the handle, and will give the Lions back the basketball as Styles with it, and Maryville trying to trap as well. Reed has it. Reed double team. She's going to have to get rid of it. She does. She gets it to Franklin. Good defense. Franklin misses, but she gets her own rebound, and this time she goes up and she's fouled, and she will go to the line. First free throw up and good. Reed will come out and Cantrell back in for the Lions. So now a 9-point lead for the Lions. Once down 10, they're now up 9. Foul on Eckenrod, and so now Piedmont will get the ball. Stiles will get it in. She'll get it into Washington. Washington now over to Skinner. Skinner inside to Franklin. And Franklin with another basket. Now they're up 11. Pushing tempo, they'll get it to Seals. Seals handoff, and Eckenrod will drive. Bounce pass to Wandell, and Wandell goes up, and Wandell is fouled. Carruthers back in the ball game, and Seals will come over to the sideline. First free throw up and good for Wandell. Back to a 10-point game. Second free throw good as well. So Maryville down 9, 3:59 remaining in this game. They're going to have to tighten things up defensively as Piedmont has made things extremely tough. Skinner has the ball. She'll move it to Stiles up top. Stiles back to Skinner. Skinner pump fake, gets it over to Franklin. Franklin down low to Washington, up and in. They'll get it to Eckenrod now, who will bring it in. Eckenrod guarded by Reed. Hands it over to Hicks. They cross half court. Hicks will drive. Kick it out. Pump fake. Varney over to Carruthers. Carruthers now met by Washington. She'll get it to Hicks. Now Hicks will inbound. She'll get it to Carruthers. Carruthers drives. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Franklin. Boy, that's going to be foul number 5 on Wandell. First free throw, no good. Second free throw is good. Gets it to Carruthers. Carruthers crosses half court. Carruthers bounce past the Geralds, and Gerald's just unable to hold on to it. And it'll give the ball back to Piedmont. A good thought there as they were trying to push tempo, and Gerald's cutting to the basket, just unable to catch that bounce pass, and it falls out of bounds. So now Piedmont with the ball. 3:03 remains in this game. Piedmont up 12. Get it into Skinner, and it's stolen by Varney. Here comes Varney. Varney to Carruthers. Carruthers, 3-ball. No good. Met by Geralds. Geralds bounces it out to Varney. Varney up, shot, no good. Rebounded by Geralds. Geralds is going to have to get rid of it, and Geralds is fouled. First free throw, no good for Geralds. Second free throw is. Piedmont up 11. And Woolfolk. They're going to get a foul call on Shelby Hicks. And that is going to send Woolfolk to the line. First free throw. Second free throw good as well. 13-point ball game. Pushing it ahead to Gerald's. Gerald's layup, good. Skinner with the ball. Now to Woolfolk. Woolfolk will drive, lose the handle. Recovered by Eckenrod. Eckenrod to Hicks. Hicks to Carruthers. Carruthers layup, good. Timeout on the court. We'll take one as well. 2:12 remaining in the fourth quarter. Piedmont 66, Maryville 57. Back to it. 2:10 left to go. And it's a 9-point ball game as Cantrell has it for Piedmont. Double team. She's going to have to get rid of it. She does. She gives to Stiles. Now back to Cantrell. Cantrell gives to Washington. Washington pump fake, and she's going to get called for a walk. Maryville ball. Carruthers has it on the right side of the wing. Carruthers goes inside. And they're going to call a push-off foul, that time offensively on Carruthers, and give Piedmont back the ball. Get it into Cantrell. Cantrell back to Washington. Cantrell gives it over to Skinner. Skinner will drive. And with that foul, it's going to send Skinner to the line to shoot two. First free throw up and no good. Second free throw no good as well, rebounded by Hicks. Hicks to Carruthers. Carruthers crosses half court. Now over to Eckenrod. Eckenrod pump fake. Eckenrod will drive. And that's going to be a blocking foul on number 21, Hope Franklin, and that's going to send Elsa Eckenrod to the line shooting two. First free throw up and no good for Eckenrod. Second free throw is good. Stiles with it up top. She'll give it to Cantrell, and Cantrell's going to take a drive. She's going to turn and hand it to Washington. Washington up and good. Now they'll give it to Eckenrod. Eckenrod forwards it ahead to Carruthers. Carruthers stolen by Franklin. And here comes Piedmont. She'll give it to Washington. Washington to Stiles. Now over to Skinner. Skinner inside to Franklin. Handoff to Stiles. Losing it and intercepted by Carruthers. Here comes Maryville. Carruthers pass to Varney. Varney layup good. 8-point ball game. 25 seconds remain. They'll give it to Skinner. Now to Stiles. Back to Skinner. Skinner will get it ahead to Cantrell. Cantrell will bring it out. Shot clock off, and they're probably going to run this one out. And with that being said, Piedmont will now move to 11-0 in conference play. Maryville 10-1. So it'll come down to tomorrow. If Piedmont's able to come away with it, they will get the top seed in the Western Division. If they lose to Maryville tomorrow, it'll knot things up at the top, and it will be a coin flip to determine who will get the top seed in the West. So that is your ball game, and we'll take a look now at the final statistics from today. Percent from the field, 41% from three, and 59% from the free throw line. For Maryville, 41% from the field, 37% from three, and 80% from the free throw line. Piedmont, 27 total rebounds, 16 assists, 19 steals, 26 points off the bench, 36 points in the paint. For Maryville, 24 total rebounds, 14 assists, 13 steals, 20 points from the bench, and only 20 points in the paint. Your leading scorers for both teams. Hope Franklin had 16, Nakia Washington with 13, Colby Reed with 11, Lou Wolfolk with 9, Carla Cantrell with 8, Lakin Stiles with 5, Livia Skinner with 4, and Lauren Swanson with 2. For Maryville, Claire Varney with 16, Courtney Carruthers with 15, Eckenrod with 8, Wandell with 8, Geralds with 5, Hicks with 5, and Seals with 3. Tough ball game and a tough loss for Maryville, but they'll be back at it tomorrow, as you can catch that ball game at 3 p.m. on the Scott's Broadcasting Network. And we would like to thank you for tuning into the game today. And we're going to go ahead real quick before we close things out and give our Blunt Partnership Performer of the Game. I think you have to give that to Hope Franklin of Piedmont. 16 points, 12 rebounds, a double-double. Had a really nice game for the Lions today. Blunt Partnership is proud of Hope Franklin's efforts, as she did a really good job today. The partnership's mission is to develop a robust economic base by providing members access to information, business resources, and activities that enhance the quality of life for all who live, work, and play in our region. You can visit the partnership at www.bluntpartnership.com. Congratulations to Hope Franklin. It's going to be another tough test tomorrow, and we hope you tune in and enjoy. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Your final score, Piedmont 68, Maryville 60. I'm Heath Dunkel, and until then, so long, good night, and yes, that just happened.